My name's Peacock from Beyond the Shot. Dude, this is a quiet gun. And on this episode, we've been invited by OSA to head down to New South Wales to meet harvest some fallow deer. These episodes will be like you're on the hunt with us, experiencing the highs, the lows, the good times, and watching us just slap some fallow deer. It's about 6:30 here at 7:15 at the moment. Usually in Queensland, we're on the ground already an hour ago. This is about the time we've got a deer on the ground. So it's a bit different for us, but it makes a lot more sense to just wait till this mist is settled and be able to put a stalk in, because these deer aren't rutting, so we're just going to have to spot and stalk or shoot from a distance. We are rocking with 300 Win Mag today, man. Call it out. So, Zeiss scope from OSA. Yeah, this is made more for like anything from 100 metres out to your 1.2 kilometres if you're game enough. But it is a bit of a don't argue gun, mate. So it's, like with the 308 round we're running at the moment, it's a what round is it? It's 150 grain. So it's great. And these nylon tips are awesome too, man. As soon as they make impact, these just shrew them out. It's a great little round. That's our 300 round though. So you can kind of understand the difference between 308 to 300. Other than that, we'll be using, most likely for the 300, we'll use the original device, man. So obviously you stock right in there, barrel on top. Adjust it however you want. So it goes up and down. Wind it in. This device just takes the whole impact of that gun, so just get a nice steady shot, especially if you can work off a bench. So especially like what I was saying before, with these fallow deer, like how we're seeing them so far away and they're spooky, it's going to create a good opportunity to try this 300 out with the Zeiss on the ridgeline mount from far and see how we go. Drive through here with the dog whining, like he's smelling the fallow deer, and like they've just got such a unique scent to them. I wouldn't say it's a nice smell, but it's like a sickly sweet on a scent. It's hard to explain unless you've ever smelled it before, like whereas compared to like say your red deer stags, they've just got like a real dirty stag musky scent, like it's nasty. But like just this wind coming through, you just get pockets of that scent, man, like they're just everywhere. So I don't know if I like it or I hate it, but man, so his back leg's broken, which just means like it can potentially heal, man, or it can just be a very long death, man. Like nature's pretty brutal with that. These guys are tough animals, man, that they're made to survive, but potentially, worst case scenario, he's just going to slowly go backwards, starve, and the infection will get him and it'll be game over. Or we could shoot him out now. He needs to be facing broadside onto us, or side, like facing straight onto us or broadside, but he's facing straight up the hill for the gum trees right behind him, so and he doesn't move across so we can get a proper shot on him. That's a kill. You come here, you can see him, he's coming down towards us now. He's down. I don't know, man, it's hard to put words into it, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it never gets old. Like, that's what I was saying. I was like, man, as soon as you know you've been successful, your deer's down. It's just an adrenaline dump. So I mean, people like doing skydiving for shit like that. We like hunting. Man, we've got a deer on the ground. We're going to be fed. Little munna's going to go find them. Everything's good. Yeah, so right here, that's my entry right there. That's straight on the dollar, bro. So it's a lung or heart shot. Well, it's definitely lungs, but like, we don't go out there to wound an animal and like have a long death. Like the most humane kill you can do, quick as possible, man. So the thing's on the ground ASAP. It's not a sport where you're trying to just inflict pain on something, man. Like in this guy, like I said, he had a broken leg. I thought he had broke his pedicle, but he's just snapped his beam here. So they go pretty hard during the rut when they're fighting. I'm more than happy to harvest an animal that most likely is going to die due to injury, as opposed to go and shoot a healthy young stag. Getting a clean kill and just seeing him go down fast is, man, it's any ethical hunter's wish. I don't know what his teeth are like. Oh, he's not old. You normally look at the back grinders and your front teeth and see the wear on them, but I wouldn't say I would say maybe 4-year-old if we're lucky. They're good food. This is the first time Munna's ever smelled a fallow deer as well. He's worked on red deer, so I'm pretty sure he just ran past them like 3 times, completely oblivious. So hopefully by the end of this weekend he'll start catching on. Kill! Yeah, this is called the caping, man. So if you're just generally meat hunting, you don't need to do this. But like I was saying before, I just want to cape this out because he has a beautiful cape on him. He's not a stag that you'd get mounted. He's broken his right beam. All I'm doing now is I'm just separating the skin from the actual meat. So ideally you need to have a look like that so that we can pack it up, freeze it. Makes it easier for the taxidermist as well if you don't leave a bloody meal on the skin. But yes, it's a little bit more time consuming, but I just don't see the sense in wasting a good cape. You might as well utilise everything off this animal. Now we can't show you guys the full uncut gory version of what happens next on this platform, but if you want to see it, jump over to Patreon, check it out. Now that the deer's broken down and caped, we're going to head back out and see what we can find. We came here yesterday afternoon as well with the landowner. We've seen over, we reckon, 150 deer. But the problem is as soon as they see us, they spook and they're gone. So we've come back, set up a little bit of a camp here, just as a deer blind really. So now we're going to sit, be patient, try to get a shot off them when they come out to the open. We'll just stay here till dark and play the long game. And fingers crossed we can get a couple of deer.
Is this how you normally hunt?
No. This is the first time in my life I've ever sat down in a camping chair and hunted. So we'll see if the lazy hunting works. There'll be a stag, they'll follow. He dropped on the spot. I thought I'd miss him because I could only see from here up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll put it on his neck and it'll pull him down. But as soon as I lifted my head up, they were all scattered. So I was like, oh, Must have been a clean miss, no? Didn't move. Grab the truck, grab all our stuff, come pick him up. He's definitely down. He's come across, I've heard the water crash, and then I've heard like a crash up here. But it's whether it's, like, it could be a 30-metre stretch through here. That water doesn't look shallow. No. I'm not swimming tonight. I'll just find something to see. Oh, there's blood! Wow, that wasn't scripted. That's a good sign, dude.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, he's top good. I'll put the motor in. Blood there. Blood there. Happy days. Rightio. Oh. So that was all the vitals, so they'll be straight through both lungs. That shoulder's completely gone, like it's busted. And it's still managed to bang, like go down that into the creek, up the other side of that bank, 40, 50 metres. They just hit survival mode, man, for that last sort of, it's like that last little sprint of trying to survive. But hey, thankfully we got it. So we finished the day with 2 stags and a doe, so we're going to head back now and do some butchering and then do a bit of a sneaky cook up. So we're going to skin this out. We're not caping it like for a taxidermist to shoulder mount. We're going to cape out and turn this into a nice rug, like a throw rug. Fallow deer have got really nice soft hair, they turn into really nice rugs. Normally when you're caping for taxidermy, we only skin from here back and we don't bother touching the hindquarters. Whereas obviously here, we're going to be doing like different style cuts because we don't use all the underbelly as such. We come up through the legs on the inside and then run your strips up to your front quarters. So it's not as time consuming as doing like a shoulder mount cape because you're not having to use a scalpel on the face and go through and do all that gory stuff you saw, but it's still, you gotta take your time, otherwise you'll end up with little cuts and whatnot, and then the taxidermist is going to try to stitch it all up for you and make it look right. So
that's pretty good, man.
Not bad, eh?
That's awesome.
Like, that's what I love about it, man. It's like literally like you can hunt a deer and like 3 seconds before you've killed it, he's eating, not an idea what's going on. That's why I like hunting, man. So we'll remove the layer of the sinew off. It's like an outer layer here. This will reveal your whole back strap. And you pretty much like grab it, you know what I mean? So you feel that spine there, the ribs there, it goes straight in, straight out. Straight in here, onto this rib, and just hug the rib with the blade. It's one of the best cuts, I mean. Other than your tenderloins, this is every hunter's favourite cut. It's your back strap. We literally just chopped this up, what do you reckon, 4 minutes ago? We shot him 2 hours ago, so this is as fresh can get. Taking the back straps out, the tenderloins out. We're going to be cooking up the tenderloins tonight. Salt, bit of garlic and herb, and just some good old trusty butter, man. Just add your onions, get this plate nice and hot. Once we got a bit of heat on that, we're just going to whack the loin straight on top of that and just let it all do its thing together. Now with venison, it is a lean meat. It cooks faster than beef. So you cook hot and fast, but normally it's about 30% quicker than beef. 70% on one side, then just flip, sear, and she's good to go. The next ingredient is something that you can only find out in the bush. It's noodles. This is a bloke's dish. You can normally only get away with it when your wife isn't here because there's always got to be veggies in my household, but when she is not here, a lot of people just want to go through the drive-through, man, but doing it this way, you're out in the bush, you're in nature, you're hunting an animal, fair game, and now you're cooking it. It can't get better than that, man. Like I said, cook it hot for a couple minutes, wrap in tin foil, drop it on low, and just let it do its thing. It comes out beautiful. We have tin foil, so we're doing it. All right, so it's been sitting for about 4 or 5 minutes now. All we're going to do is, it's got some good heat, we're just going to turn it completely off. We'll flip her over. Haven't flipped it yet. Let it be 5 minutes time, it's going to be good. Brown tongs. That's Mickey, mate. Far out. Have a go at that, would ya? Should just be able to slice into this bad boy. She should be bang on the dollar. That is like perfect. She is good to go. This is a bit of a bro meal. Ooh. Sweet as. That's a bush meal, man. Easy as it can be. That's 3 stags and a few does. We butchered yeah, easily over 120 kilos worth of meat. That will feed my family, for instance, just by itself, probably 3 months or so, which is really great. So being able to introduce other people like yourself to hunting and showing them that it's just not a bloodlust sport, it's so much deeper than that. To be able to go out and harvest your own animal and respectably do it is special. I want to say a big thanks to OSA and Ridgeline Australia for creating this opportunity for us and supplying the equipment and the clothing while we were down here. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. You got a lot of editing to there.